Hello everybody, here I am and I'm reflecting on the result on the individual work which I have created in the Moodle course which we have been working on since last week. It is week 4 and I have already presented part of what we have done. First of all, I'd like to say that my blog within the Moodle is still a work in progress. Actually, the more I get into it and the more I realize that I do need to practice and think about what I am doing. On the wall, what I have done is brainstorming, thinking, planning, developing ideas, searching online, rethinking, bettering, thinking about how to better what I've been doing and working on the Moodle platform. This is due to the fact that although I have worked on Moodle as a teacher, working as a designer of a course and having to work on the blocks has a different role and it implies a lot of thinking. So what I have learned and what you will see here is that what I have done is based on my ideas about teaching and learning. And by using the platform in the last 3 weeks, I have learned a lot. First of all, learning can take place in a more interactive way if we think about the activities that we want our learners to be involved in. And of course, the resources are really important because resources are what we can rely on in order to get them more engaged. So here are some instructions, the ideas which I feel that I will share with the other teachers who want to start working online. If you want to set up an engaging course with a lot of activities, we do need to think deeply. First of all, brainstorm ideas, designing the course, and also brainstorm idea when we want to think about the blocks we want to add. We need to analyze what we want to put into the blocks. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes you need to be connected to what you have been doing before. And of course, you need to rely on the fact that the learners need to be able to work on their own. And finally, the most important tips is getting them engaged. Engagement is the key to success when you have learners who are learning online. So before getting into the Moodle, I want also to tell you that the words are interaction, but also creativity, which are really important for our learners. So here is the screenshot of the course which I have been devising together with the other teachers in the Moodle. So ready, let's get into it. The course is the mirror of the ideas of many teachers who want to develop the course by using a platform named Moodle. Here I am in our course, the Moodle MOOC 10. We are all in this together. As you can see, we have the layout with the overview, the syllabus, the badges, the level of classes, and here at the section of the other teachers, flow plant, life cycle, flow plant, energy, sustainable knowledge. And here is my section, English language learning. My section is focused on the students who need to work online and need to think about the life of man on our planet in a globalized world where everything seems to be changing and where we have a lot of program. If I click here, you will see that it opens on the section of the blog which I have been working on. My blog is built up of different tasks and different activities. I'd like my student to think, to reflect, and also to write and use the English language. So my session is for students aged 17, 16, and I have devised activity dealing with first of all, a sort of brainstorming, which is learning and watching a video about pollution. I want them to think about it. Then I chose to ask them to do some activities on what they had been watching and just think about the responsibility of men. So the question is very simple. What do you think about the issue and ideas? And yeah, you can see Cheryl wrote a great topic. The second section has to do with sustainability, which is the main focus of the course. So I would like them to think about the issue and get into the topic and to do the quiz, which is something which is I have found online, but this should help them to develop as learners. An important activity which I have added is one based on a song, and this is an important message for the young generation. This song, which is very sad in some way because it is a sort of a letter where we ask our children sorry for what you have done, should help them realize that we are all together and that this is a world that is the only one in which we can live. So an important message. Let's not give up. Let's continue fighting because sustainability and this world are the only place in which we can live. And I chose another video dealing with a fighter who tried to help in some way nature in America. As I mentioned before, creativity is important, so I thought that after they have read and watched and listened to the many problems that are related to the world in which we live, they might have to imagine themselves in a new century and thinking about the earth, how and what it might be like. So I thought about writing a story where my students should have to develop a story based on what they have just seen. Also, the image chosen is very, sad, as it seems that it's difficult to cope with the worries we have in this world, which is a world where probably many people and also the resources won't be enough for them. Important aspect of a course like this is thinking about the glossary. So I have devised the session for English language glossary related to nature, and I thought about biodiversity. Again, this would be interesting because the student might work on this section. The idea is to develop a course which is rich in terms of activities and in terms of personal research. The teacher is not absent, but the learners are working on their own. I also added these activities dealing with, for example, the portfolio, because I feel that um, while our learners are learning on their own and also while we're supporting them, they might add a lot of documents and things that they have been researching. So on the wall, this is my section. It's work in progress, as I wrote before, also because the idea is to collect more documents that have to do with the theme and the issue, and maybe thinking about developing a project with the similar issues with my classes. So this is more or less my course. The title of the course is We Are All in This Together, and I have developed a sort of awareness about the importance of collaboration in dealing with important issues like the environment, the protection of the environment, thinking about sustainability. And also, I feel that what we have done online is a great example of what educators should do everywhere in the world, learning together, sharing together. Thanks a lot, and to the next section, week 5, I'm ready to start it, hoping to develop something more, which is my own course.